Hi, I'm Abubakar Siddiq. I'm Go Developer Advocate at GitLab, and welcome to the GitLab Innovation Pitch Competition AMA Part 2. In this session, we'll be talking about how to give a great pitch. Every one of us have experiences that we've learned or awesome things that we've done. And the only way the world can know is if we are able to sell those things we know or share the knowledge or even pitch the knowledge to people around us or the world as a whole. We are all storytellers, and how we are able to tell others our story and the things we do often determines how successful we can get. Will be more once said, inside each of us is a natural born storyteller waiting to be released. Now, how do you tell these stories? Now, I use a framework called SCQA. It's a very popular framework, popular among industries that tell stories, consultants, project management, and so on. And this framework helps you to organize your thoughts and how you communicate them. The S in the SCQA is situation, then complication, question, and answer. We'll be looking at each of this. Now, when you want to tell a story, you want people to understand why. Or if you want to solve a problem, you want people to understand why the problem you want to solve is a problem. You need to give the background information, give the context why this problem should be taken seriously. Then the next thing is the complication. Why is the problem a problem? Okay, you've defined this problem. Why should people care about it? Why should people really spend time to appreciate solving it? Now, then when you've explained why it's a problem, then you need to ask critical questions. Okay, this problem, why is it that it hasn't been solved yet? What are the things that makes it difficult to solve? Why should people focus or pay attention to solving it? Then the answer. The answer is always okay. You've defined the problem. You've told us why it's a problem. And you've shared how complicated solving the problem is. Then how do you intend to solve it? What is the answer to the questions you've raised? What is the answer to the whole problem you've painted to us that you want to solve? This is where you go deep down into solutions. So, for example, if let's say, for example, I want to solve, the way we use our phone these days is very complicated. We want to create a very simple use case of phones. Then I can start with the situation like phones are becoming very complicated. You need to spend a lot of time going through finding an app to use, or you spend too much time trying to use even some of the basic things on your phone. It's a lot of problem and a lot of time is wasted. And I've described the situation. Then what is the complication? The way phone companies manufacture the phones these days is over bloated. They add a lot of things to it, and to be able to solve the problem that we are having, we need to understand all the different APIs or all the different layers that the developers or the operating system that the phones are using have added, so that we can create maybe like a theme or something on our phone. Then why are we doing this? What are the issues that we might encounter? We might encounter things around security, trying to change the way the phone behaves. Might be that the phone manufacturers have built in safety measures into it. And some other questions that we need to ask yourself is, do people really need the solution? How do we intend to solve it? What are the challenges we are going to encounter on the way? And our answer can be, the way can be able to solve it is maybe we can create a theme that is very minimal, that focuses on the key things that people use on the phone. And it understands your usage patterns and places key applications that you use or you need on the main interface, so that as soon as you open your phone, you have your most used application. And these are frequently arranged based on how you use your phone. Now, this is me going through the situation and the complication around the situation of the problem you're trying to solve. And sometimes you might need to ask questions, sometimes you might not necessarily need to ask questions. And okay, or questions are not needed. Then we go to the solution. We are creating a minimalist theme that will understand usage patterns of the phone so that you can be able to present you an interface to easily use your phone. So the main thing that SCQA does is to help you collect and organize your thoughts. And be able to tell a story that people will be able to follow and understand. We are describing a situation, we are describing a complication, we are describing if an answer question is required, you ask questions based on the complication that you've identified, then you provide an answer. You provide a solution. Now, that is how you can structure your thoughts when giving a pitch. Next up are other tips you need to take note of in your pitch. The first one is knowing your audience. You need to be able to understand those who constitute either the panel of judges or the audience you are presenting to. In this case, for the GitLab Innovation Competition, it's a panel. You need to understand, okay, how technical should you go in your presentation? What are the requirements that are needed in the presentation? And basically, what the panels are looking for. Most competitions will tell you, these are the things we are looking for, and you will tailor your presentation to make sure you capture the attention of the panel. Another thing is identifying key informations you want the audience or the panel to be able to take away from your presentation. Then focus on them. It might be 3 key things, or 3 key complications, 3 key solutions, or 3 key answers to questions you've identified into your situation or complication. Then make sure you structure your thoughts and your presentation to present primarily those key things, so that you don't end up ending your presentation and you'll be having thoughts, I didn't mention this, or I should have mentioned this or that. Now, those are 2 other tips that are crucial in making sure you nail your presentation. Now, to learn more about the SCQA framework, here are 2 links that you can visit to understand the framework better. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, you can ask in our Discord server in the channel Contribute. Remember, everyone can contribute.